Hello and welcome back, audience. My name is MassiveBrad and welcome back to my FIFA 19 Liverpool career mode. Now, before we get into today's episode, I just want to say a huge big thank you for the love and support on the channel. And as always, guys, at the start of these episodes, we're quickly going to recap on the previous. And the previous three games were Crystal Palace in the quarterfinals of the Carabao Cup, Brighton in the Premier League, and Borussia Dortmund for the final game in the Champions League group stages. But the first game was against Palace in the quarterfinals, and we did play this game. We were looking forward to hopefully getting into the semi-finals, and that is exactly what we did. We beat Crystal Palace 2-0, and we have now found ourselves a place in the semi-finals of the Carabao Cup. So looking forward to that, and I think that is next month it is, and we face off against Spurs. The other teams were Middlesbrough versus Arsenal. We decided to simulate the game against Brighton in the previous episode out of the three that we played, and unfortunately, because we were away from home, the EA gods done us dirty, and we only managed a 1-1 draw. And I was a little bit gutted over this because I thought the Palace game was important, so we had to play that, and I thought the Dortmund game, regardless of the outcome of that Dortmund game, whether we lost, drawn or won, we were going to finish top of our group and go through to the knockout stages regardless of the score. So what I should have done is I should have played the Brighton game and I should have simulated the Dortmund game, but realistically I took the risk. We simulated the Brighton game and it didn't pay off. But the game we did play against Borussia Dortmund, we absolutely dominated. We beat them 3-0 and we did finish top of our group. We had a total or a chance of getting 18 points and we finished on 16. We only dropped 2 points, and that's when we simulated the game and drew against FC Porto 1-1. In today's episode, guys, we have Crystal Palace up again, but this time it's not in the Carabao Cup. We've knocked them out of that. We are in the Premier League against them, and hopefully if we can get the same sort of result, we should cruise and get an easy win. So today's episode is Palace, Southampton and Huddersfield. I'm going to be playing the game against Palace, playing the game against Southampton, and then simulating the game for the final game in today's episode against Huddersfield. Few little things I need to touch up on at the start of today's episode, guys, so let's get this out the way. One question I've seen in the comment section quite a lot, I reckon, probably 3 or 4 people have mentioned that is, Brad, it's great we're seeing all these Liverpool career mode episodes, but what's going on with One Season Wonder? And you know what, I probably should have addressed this a lot sooner, so I can only apologise, guys, but I am here to address it now. The issue we have with One Season Wonder, you guys probably know that Monday to Friday I have a full-time job. I'm also building a company and a business myself. The issue I have right now is I simply don't have the time. I'm sitting down now and I know this episode is going to take about an hour and 20 minutes to record. It'll take about 2 hours to edit, take about an hour and a half to render, and then about an hour to upload. The issue we have with the One Season Wonder Man City series is we've now just got into the month of December, and obviously in that series we play a month every single episode. Guys, there's 10 games. Now the issue with that is obviously one of the rules is however many games there are, we have to play half the games and simulate half the games. So if you guys can just take a moment to think about that. 10 games, which means in that one episode, I'm going to play 5 games, simulate 5 games. Now ask yourself, how long do you think that is going to take me? I have worked it out, and I think just recording, it'll probably take me about 2 hours, 10 minutes. To edit, you're easily looking at 3.5 hours. To render, you're probably easily looking at an hour and a half to 2 hours. And then to upload, it's probably about another hour and a half. Forget about all the rest of it. My issue right now is, with my busy schedule, I've sat down, I've got an hour and 20 minutes, I'm recording this episode for you. I need to find time where I can put 2.5 hours aside to record that episode. So that is the only reason, guys, the next episode of One Season Wonder at Manchester City has not come out. Obviously, when you play with an English team, there's the likes of the Carabao Cup, the FA Cup, and all trophies like that and competitions like that that you wouldn't have if you were playing in Spain. So obviously, the One Season Wonder is about being at a team and then at the end of the season moving to another league and going to a different team. When we go to the Spanish League or the German League, we're not going to have as many games to play. But right now, unfortunately, the next episode consists of 10 games, 5 getting played and 5 getting simulated. So I just need to find the time, and I will try and find it over the next week so I can sit down and record that episode. So just bear with me, guys. It will be coming out very, very soon. And now another topic that a lot of people have been leaving comments about, and I said in episode 81 we would discuss it, and that is transfers. Today we are on the 12th of December. When we finish today's episode, we'll be finishing on the 30th of December, ready to face off against Newcastle for the first game in the next episode. But the next episode will finish off the month of December and then move into the month of January. And of course, you guys know once we get into January, that little symbol there next to the 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4 means the transfer window opens. And you guys have been absolutely going mad with players you think I should sign. And I said in episode 81, I'm going to give you my 3 ideas. They're going to be in a straw poll down below in the description, and I'll leave the link in the comment section. Go ahead right now, go down, click it, and then vote on which one you like. Obviously, I'm about to explain what each one of them is, but these are the 3 ideas I have. So, first up, unrealistic. Now, what I mean by unrealistic is exactly what it says. We go as unrealistic as you guys want. So, if you want that one, vote for it. Let me know some comments. So, for example, let's just have a think. So, I might leave a comment and say, Brad, I voted for unrealistic, and I'd like you to go and sign Messi, Hazard, and Rafael Varane. And if it wins, if the vote wins and you guys want it unrealistic, I will go through the comment section and I will buy as many unrealistic players as our budget can stretch. Now, our budget right now is unbelievable. It's £500 million, £509.2 million with a 233 grand wage budget per week, which is absolutely unbelievable. We got plenty of funds. So if you want me to finish, now bear in mind, guys, I'm finishing this season 3 and then I'm retiring. The suit and the tie is getting hung up and I'm retiring a happy manager at Liverpool. I will then, over the next couple of weeks, look at starting another career mode, whether that's a road to glory or whether it's just another career mode with another team. And exactly like we've done in the Liverpool career mode, we just keep going, and we do as many seasons as we can. The reason I'm doing this is because just yesterday, the FIFA 20 reveal has just come out. They didn't reveal too much, but they did reveal that it looks like there's going to be a FIFA Street within FIFA 20. Now, for me, I think it was called Vulture. I'm not that sure about it, but I have seen and can confirm that career mode, or what's different and the updates for career mode, is coming out at the end of July, which I will be doing a video on. Once I get all the information and all the facts, I will do a video letting you guys know what changes have been made to career mode in FIFA 20. But basically, I'm going to retire at Liverpool after season 3, and then we're just going to start a new career mode or a new road to glory, whatever it is, and we're going to blast that right out into the point of the 29th of September when FIFA 20 drops. And then, of course, we'll be moving on to FIFA 20 and I will be starting new career modes or new road to glories. But this is why it's the last 6 months. We're going into January. Then we have January, February, March, April, May. So we've got 5 months pretty much until the end of the season. Then we retire. So I've decided, you know what, for this transfer window, it could be as unrealistic if you guys want. If you want it really unrealistic, vote for that and then drop some comments down below about unrealistic players. Option 2 is keeping it realistic. And what I mean by that is you guys go and Google Liverpool transfer rumours. You can vote saying, I want to keep it realistic, Brad. And then we also look at realistic transfers. So I know right now we are linked with a young gentleman called Pepe, I think his name is. And we're also linked with, I think the last one I seen that I was a bit amazed about, I think was Isco, which I was quite shocked at, to be honest. But regardless, we then look at teams or players that are linked in real life with Liverpool. So if you want to keep it realistic, go and Google, go and have a look. If you find someone that we're linked with in real life, drop them down below in the comment section. And if realistic wins, then I will also go and do a Google search and we will sign some players that are realistic. And option 3, this is my favourite one, and this is the one that I would probably like to endorse if possible. I think this is a great idea. But what it is, guys, we sign every current Liverpool player or every Liverpool player that has played for Liverpool in the last 4 years. So, not even 4 years, we just go and get some legends. We go and get the likes of Pepe Reina back. We go and get Karius back. We go and get Mignolet back. We bring back Joe Allen. We bring back Luis Suarez. We bring back Daniel Sturridge, Divock Origi. Anyone that we have sold that is currently at Liverpool, we buy back. Anyone that has played for them in the last few years that we think is a legend, like Pepe Reina, we could bring him back. And we bring him back to the club to then retire at Liverpool when we retire. So option 3 is basically, guys, we go and sign. If we haven't got a current Liverpool player, like for example, we sold Divock Origi, he still plays for Liverpool. So we go and sign that player. Daniel Sturridge, we sold him. He is still, in fact, actually, Daniel Sturridge is not a Liverpool player anymore. He has been released, and so is Alberto Moreno. But you guys get the idea. If there's a player right now in real life that is a Liverpool player, whether they are out on loan or whether they are still in the team, and we don't have them in this career mode, we go and buy them back. If we've sold them, we buy them back. We also then look at bringing some Liverpool legends back. So we bring back maybe Raheem Sterling. We bring back Luis Suarez. We bring back, let's think of midfielders, Joe Allen. We bring back players that don't play for Liverpool anymore, that may have left over the last 2, 3, 4, 5, even 10 years, that are still in career mode, still in FIFA. We bring them back to Liverpool. And obviously the likes, we wouldn't be able to bring back everyone, but for example, if I was just to pick a few, we'd go for bring back Luis Suarez. We've already brought back Philippe Coutinho, so they'll probably brought him back. We will go and get Simon Mignolet, we sold him, get back Karius. We basically just bring the team back to the actual real team in real life, and we also bring some players back that we have sold that we would like to bring back. So Joe Allen, for example, I use Joe Allen as an example. He probably won't get in the team and I'm not going to play him, but we'd bring him back for argument's sake. We'd bring Raheem Sterling back to Liverpool, bring Luis Suarez back to Liverpool. We've brought Philippe Coutinho back to Liverpool. We make this team a Liverpool team that players have either played for Liverpool within the last 10 years or are already still currently at Liverpool, which I just think would be an absolutely unbelievable idea. But again, guys, it's going to be a straw poll with all three of them. Let me know what you think, and go and drop a comment down below after you voted. Let me know what you voted for and why, and also any players. So if you voted for unrealistic, tell me you voted for unrealistic, and tell me some unrealistic players you would like me to sign, whether that's Hazard, Messi, Ronaldo, whoever it may be. If you've gone with realistic, let me know some realistic signings that you've currently seen players linked to Liverpool. And if you go with the option that I like, which is going to be build the old/new Liverpool team, to bring players that have played for Liverpool back and bring real life players that we've sold back to Liverpool, then vote for that and remind me of some players that we've sold and need to bring back to Liverpool. But regardless, guys, let's get into today's episode. We had to get that covered at the start. We had to talk about one season wonder, and we definitely had to talk about transfers, because this is your last opportunity, guys. This is the video to leave comments about transfers, so go and blow up the comment section with transfers, because if you don't, in episode 82 and 83, they are when we'll be doing business. But this is the episode you need to leave a comment, because this is the video I will keep coming back to check over your guys' comments. But the lineup we are putting out against Crystal Palace, we've had to rotate it a little bit because unfortunately the team is not fully fit from the midweek game against Dortmund on Wednesday. But we've gone with Ryan Sessegnon on the left wing, Timo Werner at striker, Shaqiri out on the right wing, Aaron Ramsey linking up with the Ox in the central midfield role, Sandro Tonali a little deeper in the central defensive midfield, and then Tierney, Jimenez, Tar and Semedo at the back, with George Bailey between the sticks. Now, also in the last episode, we covered the fan objectives. Timo Werner has not got as many as we would like. He's only scored 3 so far in all competitions. Hopefully he can turn up against Crystal Palace, do a job, score some goals, and then we can donate some more charity at the end of Season 3. We beat them and knocked them out of the Carabao Cup by beating them 2-0. It's snowing at Anfield.
Welcome to you all.
It is a very, very snowy day. We're coming up to Christmas. Father Christmas will be here soon, delivering some presents. But can we deliver a result for the fans today and beat Crystal Palace to bag those 3 important points? We've got the home fans behind us. Anfield is going to be bouncing. Everyone's got their woolly hat and gloves on. It's definitely going to be a cold day at Anfield, and we would definitely need to get these players warmed up. And I'm sure defenders will make mistakes as the ball rolls past in the ice and snow. But Timo Werner is the man to get us kicked off in this first half. Let's get it underway, and let's see what damage we can do. Here's the Ox. The Ox out wide now to Shaqiri. Inside now to Ryan Sessegnon. Sessegnon laying off to Aaron Ramsey. Through on goal. Gets a shot off. And Mamadou Sakho gets a block on it. The ex-Liverpool man. He could be a player that we bring back to Liverpool. He's an ex-Liverpool player, so we could go and sign back Mamadou Sakho. Don't know what I'm going to do. We haven't got many options. Let's play it back now to Semedo. Sandro Tonali's going to take a touch on that right foot and let one fly. Oh, it's off the post. Timo Werner to follow up. He's not there quick enough. That was unlucky. Inside now to Timo Werner. Werner going to take a touch and try and ping one through now to the Ox. Nicely done. Lay it off now. Looking for Xherdan Shaqiri through a goal. Xherdan Shaqiri puts it into the roof of the net. Well, we've been waiting a while. As Xherdan Shaqiri runs off to high five the fans. I could have really went to Timo Werner there, but instead I went right across, through in between the defenders, through to Xherdan Shaqiri. He puts his right foot through it and buries it in the roof of the net. Beautiful goal there from Xherdan Shaqiri. We needed it, And it's come right before half-time. In fact, it's pretty much right on half-time as Crystal Palace kick off. Ball on the far side. Should have that covered there, Thierry. Nicely done. Play it up there to Sessegnon as we look to play the ball out from the back. The referee does play for half-time. Thankfully, Xherdan Shaqiri put us 1-0 up moments before the referee blew his half-time whistle. So that's not a bad first half. But I have to say, the snow and the ice is definitely becoming a problem for us. We seem to constantly be giving the ball away. The players are slipping. We really need to up our game in the second half because 1-0 against Crystal Palace is not good enough. Not when they've got the likes of Townsend and Zaha up top. They can easily pull this back. So hopefully in the next 10-15 minutes we can look for that second goal and then look at making some subs as Crystal Palace kick us off in the second half period. Zaha. Let's go Sessegnon, ball back, let's get in there now, nicely done Rambo, and play it straight through now to Timo Werner. There we go, Timo Werner, through on goal, surely for his 4th goal, Timo Werner, he does just that. Well, he done it, not the last episode, the episode before. He missed the sitter right before half-time, and from kick-off in the second half, he went and scored. We've pretty much done that again with him. Beautiful ball through from Aaron Ramsey, through, split the defenders, Saka was too slow, Werner run through, got into the box, onto that right foot, touched it to the right, and finessed it. Could have easily lost the ball there, so he does very well to get his shot off with the pressure of the 2 defenders chasing him down. But it's his 2nd goal in the Premier League, and hopefully many more to come this season. Can he find a second in this game against Palace? Werner pings one over the top now, looking for Sessegnon, who is going to get in behind Sessegnon. Like start thinking now for Shaqiri at the back post. It's cleaned away only as far as Tonali, who's going to bring it down. Referee! That's got to be a foul. Bergwijn brings him down. And I'm not sure. I'm trying to think who we've got on the pitch that could be a masterclass free kick taker. We may have to look through the players. I think Timo Werner. No, Shaqiri's put on it. And I tell you what, Shaqiri is probably the man to convert this. Xherdan Shaqiri over the wall, back of the net. It's straight into the keeper's hands. Not a bad free kick from the little man Shaqiri. There's Ward. Let's go Tonali. Nicely done. Tonali play a nice ball in now to Timo Werner, who's going to be through on goal. Timo Werner converts for a second. That is what we needed. Let's do a different celebration. Doing a little shake. Doing a little twerk. And Shaqiri pushes him over for that stupid dance. I don't blame you, Shaqiri. Well, I was saying at the start of this episode, when we looked over the fan objectives, he'd only scored 3. He's nearly doubled that just in this game against Palace. Can he find a 3rd? And his hat-trick against Palace. Win the header. Unlucky. Chase that down, Coutinho. Coutinho wins the header to Timo Werner. Play it off now to Coutinho, around the corner now to Sessegnon. Going to go into the middle now, looking for Timo Werner. Timo Werner scores a hat-trick. 3 goals for Timo Werner.
Goal number 3 here.
Sitting down, rowing the boat. And you know what? He is the man rowing this team to victory today. Hat-trick hero. He had 3 goals in all competitions. He's doubled that to 6 just in this game. Well done, Timo Werner. Absolutely unbelievable goal. It's his 4th goal in the Premier League. And that's exactly what we need to be seeing. I am going to make our final substitute. And it is going to be Sandro. It's going to be the Ox. It's going to go Sandro Tonali. Looked a little bit worse for wear, but it's going to be the Ox for Henderson. And I think the last move is going to be Junior for Xherdan Shaqiri. Coutinho, Sessegnon, playing it through now, looking. No, Sessegnon's going to pick that one up. He's not. It's going to be cleared away from Danny Ward, and the referee is going to blow for full time. Junior sadly didn't manage to get on the score sheet. He did nearly get an assist for Timo Werner's 4th goal if he would have scored it. But Timo Werner, wow, total attempts 10, and he scores 3 goals. He was certainly wearing his shooting boots in today's game against Palace. Hopefully, he is going to be playing in the game against Huddersfield when we simulate that. Hopefully, he can get on the score sheet there as well. Wow, 18 shots, 13 on target. You guys know me best. Half the shots, 18 halved is 9, plus 1 is 10. As long as we have 10 plus shots on target, I'm happy with the conversion rate. 18 shots, 13 on target. Unbelievable conversion rate. We score 4 goals. What an absolutely unbelievable game for the start of today's episode. Timo Werner picks up man of the match with a 10.0 rating. And we go into this game against Southampton on a massive high after beating Palace 4-0. Right, and here we are at match day about to face off against Southampton. I can confirm as well that the draw for the knockout stages of the Champions League have been announced. We will go and have a look at who the other teams in the Champions League knockout stages are, and we will also take a little look at who our opponent is going to be. So UEFA Champions League, and we are facing off against FC Barcelona. Unbelievable. So we've got Lyon versus AC Milan. Real Betis have done very well to get through to the knockout stages of the Champions League, and they are facing off against FC Bayern Munich. Can't see them getting much further. We've got Barcelona versus ourselves, Liverpool, and then we've got Benfica versus Manchester United. On the other side of the 16, so the other 8 teams, we've got Spurs versus PSG, Bayer Leverkusen versus Real Madrid, Dortmund versus Atletico Madrid, and then Juventus versus AS Monaco. So the only team that's a bit of a shock in there is Real Betis, to be completely honest. I'm quite shocked at that. Milan have made their way back into fighting for the Champions League. Milan are not normally a team really that you see in there. You see them every now and again, but they're not normally in the Champions League too much. But Real Betis, that is definitely a little bit of a shock. So I'd like to hope that we go through after beating Barcelona, but only time will tell. It's definitely not an easy draw, that's for sure. Real Betis would have been nice. Lyon, Milan, Benfica, I'd have took United, Monaco, Dortmund. We've already beat Dortmund in our group stages. Obviously, ourselves and Dortmund were the teams to get through from our group stages. But realistically, we'll have to wait and see how we get on against Dortmund. But the lineup we are putting out against Southampton is the usual starting 11. We've got Sadio Mane out on the left wing, Roberto Firmino at striker, Mo Salah out on the right wing. We've got Gini Wijnaldum linking up with Naby Keita in the central midfield role, a little deeper Fabinho in the central defensive midfield, and then Robertson and Van Dijk, Gomez and Trent at the back, with now our fully fit main starting keeper, Alisson, between the sticks. I'm hopeful that Salah will get on the score sheet because he is currently top Premier League scorer, but he has got Leroy Sané and Harry Kane breathing down his neck, only with a 2-goal difference. Salah on 11, Kane and Sané on 9, so we could do with him definitely scoring in the game against Southampton. Let's go ahead and get this booted up. I'm excited for it. We've got our usual starting 11 back, Alisson between the sticks, but let's not take away that George Bailey has done an absolutely unbelievable job while he's unfortunately been out injured, Alisson, because we kept clean sheet after clean sheet, and the only game where he conceded was the simulated one, and that was unfortunately against Brighton, where we drew 1-1. But let's travel to St Mary's Stadium and hopefully bring those 3 important points back to Liverpool. Lee, I will apologise in advance because I know Southampton are your team, but I know last time we played them, did we beat them 5 or 6-0 last season? We absolutely cruised it, we absolutely battered them at St Mary's Stadium, and I hope to do the same here in today's episode. Love Mo Salah to get a hat-trick just to push those 2-goal difference between him, Harry Kane and Sané, to potentially potentially 5 if he scores a hat-trick and the other 2 do nothing. Let's go ahead and get this kicked off. Southampton are the team to get us kicked off in this first half. Let's get it underway. Naby Keita inside to Bobby Firmino. Bobby Firmino going to play through now to Naby Keita. Keita through on goal. Naby Keita lets one fly. Come on, Mane. Mane looks to follow it up, but Donati has put it out for a Liverpool corner. I tell you what, they are coming forwards in numbers. This is a problem. Here's Mina. Let's go Fabinho. Davies. Don't let him cut in. Gets a shot off Alisson with a big save. Let's clear this up at the back of your Trent. Here's Gomez. Up now to Naby Keita. And as the ball played into Fabinho, I'm shocked that we're going in 0-0. Tell you what, like I said, it was going to be a whitewash. I thought we were going to dominate like last season. That has certainly not been the case. And wow, second position Chelsea are drawing 1-1 with Leicester. So if we were to get this win, we would potentially, if Chelsea are to continue and draw against Leicester and we win, we would move 12 points clear of second position Chelsea, which is exactly what we would like to do. But how it sounds right now, neither team looks like it's going to win, and Southampton and Liverpool looking very, very equal right now. Let's hopefully change that up in the second half. Win that header, Robbo. Nicely done. Inside now, Mane. Over to Bobby. Bobby going to play it through now, looking for Mo Salah on the overlap. Here goes Mo Salah, going to cut this back onto his left foot. Mo Salah converts it 1-0. Well, that's what we needed. Mo Salah slapping his leg, showing everyone that his left foot is deadly. Absolutely deadly. Beautiful ball through there from Bobby Firmino through to Salah, who takes a touch, cuts it back, beats the Southampton defender, and then beats McCarthy between the sticks. I said we needed Mo Salah to score, and he's done just that, and hopefully that is many more to come. 1-0. Let's hope we can find a second. Down to Mo Salah. Mo Salah whips the ball in now for Mane at the back post. It's cleared away from Donati, and it's out for another Liverpool corner. Let's look for Fabinho with this one. Nice drill ball in Fabinho. Great ball there for Fabinho. Who is this? Clear the way only as far as Naby Keita, who takes it first time. Oh, what a goal from Naby Keita! What an absolutely stunning goal from Naby Keita. Can we take a moment to realise McCarthy punches that one out and Naby Keita takes a split second to just chip that over everyone. Look at that. Takes a touch and dinks it. Unbelievable. Number 21 on the line, Donati. He's done so well to get blocks and clearances so far. Got no options here right now. Good to Fabinho. Round the corner now to Mo Salah, who's going to cut back. Little dink in now, looking for Mane at the back post. Beautiful goal. It's 3-0. Beautiful, beautiful goal there. Absolutely unreal from Mo Salah. Cuts it back onto his left foot. Dinks one across the face of goal. And Mane's there to clear up the mess. Volleys it home. McCarthy couldn't do anything. Look at this. Cut back. I was going to look for the shot, but I see Mane in a bit of space at the back post. Mane on his left foot. Too powerful, too fast. And beats the keeper between the sticks. It's 3-0. And I said it could end 3 or 4-0. Can we find that fourth? Let's find Timo Werner. Timo Werner rolls his man onto that right foot. Looks to let one fly. Fabinho going to chase this down. Come on, lads. Let's get this ball. And it's going to be cleared away. And it is going to end 3-0. But an absolutely unbelievable win for the Red Men. The Saints started off so well. I have to say, Lee, your team played absolutely unbelievable in the first half. They took us in at half-time 0-0. They were playing well, passing well, defending well. But I think especially once Naby Keita scored that goal in the 62nd, it was game over. We were pushing, and trying to find some more goals. You can see there, 10 shots, 7 on target. They only had 3 shots, 2 on target. Maybe with those stats, I would have liked Southampton to convert. If I was Southampton, I would have thought one would have been in the back of the net. But we dominated. 10 shots, 7 on target. We got Mo Salah picking up man of the match with a 9.2 rating. And we go into the last game in today's episode, the one we're simulating against Huddersfield, after beating Crystal Palace 4-0 and beating Southampton 3-0. Surely that should give us the morale, the strength, the positivity to beat Huddersfield in this simulated game at the end of today's episode. Right guys, and here we are at match day. We're at Anfield about to face off against Huddersfield. Unfortunately, we are going to be simulating this game, so fingers crossed we can bag those 3 important points. Because what I want to say is we knew that Chelsea were drawing to Leicester. They must have drew. We had 10 points on Chelsea. We now have 12 points, which means we got all 3. They must have got 1. They must have drew against Leicester, which means we've now got a 12-point gap. If we can potentially beat Huddersfield and keep that 12-point gap, it all then depends on what Chelsea do. If they lose or draw, then we may potentially grow the gap even bigger by the end of today's episode. If you take a little look here as well, look at that. Team of the Year 2020, the defenders shortlist, funny enough, is all 4 of our defenders that we play week in and week out. We got Joe Gomez, we got Trent, we got Robertson, and we got the big man of Virgil van Dijk. All 4 of them up for UEFA Team of the Year defenders shortlist. So without a doubt, I think probably all 4 of them deserve to be getting it. And luckily enough for us, because we had a week off between the last game against Southampton and the game against Huddersfield, as Huddersfield is on a Thursday, so we've had a nice few, I think it was 6 or 7 days rest, or maybe 5 or 6 days rest, should I say. It means the usual starting 11, apart from Trent, is fully fit. This is the lineup we are going to be putting out. We got Sadio Mane out on the left wing, Roberto Firmino at striker, Salah out on the right wing, Gino Wijnaldum linking up with Naby Keita in the central midfield role. We got Fabinho a little deep in the central defensive midfield, and then Robertson and Van Dijk, Gomez and Trent at the back, with Alisson between the sticks. Let's go ahead and get this game simulated. We're on at Anfield. Now, as you guys know, if you simulate away games, it's something stupid like 60% you're going to lose, 30% you're going to draw, and 10% you're going to win. Whereas when you're the home team, it's actually like a 50% you're going to win, a 20% you're going to draw, and then a 30% that you're going to lose. So fingers crossed we get the win against Huddersfield and bag those 3 important points. Players warming up, referee about to blow off, and he has blown. 5 minutes in, nothing out. Fabinho has scored a penalty in the 6th minute, and Ward-Prowse picks up a yellow card in the 10th minute. Come on, lads, let's get 2 by half-time. 30 minutes in, not much else has happened since those 2 situations. Jabal picks up a yellow card in the 37th. Into the second half now. Coutinho on for Bobby Firmino. Come on, lads. 60 minutes in. We need another goal. Llorente coming on for Lookman for Huddersfield. Mosquera has scored in the 69th for Huddersfield. Come on, lads. We have to find that goal. Mane sorts us out and scores in the 84th. And we go on and beat Huddersfield 2-1. I'm a little bit gutted, really, that Mosquera scored for Huddersfield. Because realistically, with all defence, Trent, Gomez, Van Dijk and Robertson, a team like Huddersfield should not be scoring. But regardless, we keep fighting after they score in the 69th minute. And it is our left winger, Sadio Mane, on number 10, to go and score in the 84th minute and give us that very important win over Huddersfield. Now it's all about what happened in the Chelsea game, because we were only 12 points clear. If anyone could have done anything against Chelsea, we may have grown that gap even bigger. And we've only gone and done it. We are 15 points clear on second position Chelsea. Chelsea now have to win 5 and we would have to lose 5 on the bounce for them to catch us. I'll tell you what, if we get to 22 games played and we have a 15 plus gap, there's no way they are going to catch us. And there you go, it's just popped up. Manchester United 2-1 over Chelsea. Absolutely unbelievable. We are ending today's episode. Not only did we win all 3 games, we beat Palace in the Premier League 4-0. We beat Southampton in the Premier League 3-0. And we've just beat Huddersfield after fighting back 2-1 thanks to Sadio Mane. And we're ending with a 15-point gap on second position Chelsea. What an absolutely unbelievable episode that is. And I honestly want to say, guys, they say if on Christmas Day, December 25th, you are top of the Premier League, you should go on to win the Premier League. Now, in real life, Liverpool twice have thrown it away. They've been top of Christmas and then thrown it away. I don't intend on doing that in Season 3 at Liverpool. Mo Salah, still only 2 goals clear of second position Harry Kane and Leroy Sané. Unfortunately, he didn't play in the first game. He played in the second. He scored in the second. But he played in the third and didn't sadly do anything. And Naby Keita, surprisingly, on 8 goals, down in 4th position. He's basically 3rd position because Harry Kane and Sané are joint. Absolutely unbelievable season he is having so far. And especially because one of the fan objectives is for him to score 24 plus goals in all competitions, disregarding pre-season. He's certainly on his way to do that, as he's got 8 just in the Premier League. And we're only just soon, in fact we are exactly right now, or 1 more game, halfway through the Premier League. So he's already scored 8 in the first half. If he does that in the second half and he scores in Champions League and FA Cup and Carabao Cup, I have no doubt that he may well break Gerrard's record of 24. But what an absolutely incredible episode today's episode has been. Now, before we end today's episode, just want to mention, guys, that there is a straw poll down below in the comment section. I will also leave it in the description. Go and click it, and it's an option about transfers. Whether the last 5 months until we retire at Liverpool we are going to keep realistic, whether we are going to keep it unrealistic, or whether we are going to bring back ex-Liverpool players, whether we have sold them in this career mode and they are still a real-life player like Divock Origi, we bring them back. We've got £500 million, 500 million to spend, so we bring back the likes of Luis Suarez, we may bring back Sterling, we would bring back real-life, ex-real-life Liverpool players, and also bring back all players that are current Liverpool players. We will bring back as many as we can and stretch that budget as far as it goes. But I will also leave a comment explaining a little bit more exactly how we're going to do it. So, for example, there'll be a comment and it'll say the top line will be like realistic, and then there'll be a little equals, and that means that we're going to make realistic signings. Basically, we're just going to sign players that are linked with Liverpool in real life. Unrealistic signing speaks for itself, and I'll basically do a comment breaking down what each one of these examples are, or what each one of these options should I say. So obviously, keeping it realistic, we're going to sign realistic players that we're linked with. Unrealistic is we're going to sign unrealistic players that wouldn't come to Liverpool, like Hazard and Messi and Ronaldo and Dybala. Although Dybala could be quite realistic, realistically. And then also we're going to have the option that I think I prefer, which is building a new and old Liverpool, which means we're going to bring back all old players that have played for Liverpool, like Luis Suarez, like Sterling, and we're also going to bring current players back that we don't have in this career mode, like we sold Divock Origi. We've obviously sold some other players that currently still play for Liverpool. We would bring them back, like Lovren, we'd bring Lovren back, Matip, we'd bring Matip back, and we'd finish the season 3 with a Liverpool squad and all the still to this day current Liverpool players. But anyway, guys, I will leave a comment explaining it a little bit more. If you don't understand it, comment on that comment and I'll try and explain it a little bit better. But that is going to do it for today's episode, guys. And if you have enjoyed it, please do give it a big thumbs up for me. Don't forget to drop your comments down below. If you're new around here, click that subscribe button. Don't forget to share this video with your friends and family. And I've been Massive Brad. Peace out.